How you doing this afternoon, folks? I am walking the Greenbelt Trail here in the town of Big Stone Gap, Virginia. And here on the Greenbelt it says, let's see, the Leah and Belinsky Memorial 5K Run Walk. That must be going on here, you see. And we'll go over to the little community bulletin board here and see what it has to say. And so here's the community bulletin board here for the Greenbelt Trail, and you know, it says the soapbox derby and free monthly community meals and so forth. And look at this right here. Christmas displays are patrolled by police and video surveillance. Merry Christmas and God bless you. Yeah, all of it's controlled by video surveillance, folks. Not just that. Your whole life is, trust me. So, let's see. Here's no motor vehicles, and the bicyclists are warned about pedestrians, and, you know, they got to clean up after your dog and so forth. By the way, you guys do know that I've got two other YouTube video channels by the name of Jerry McFadden, and I've got trails down in Florida and stuff I've done too. Go to the Jerry McFadden with an I-N, M-C-F-A-D-D-I-N, and I have 3 channels. The other 2 I can't get into, guys. I lost the devices on them. But you'll see all kinds of good videos. One of them has 200 and some videos on it, a lot out of Florida. We are in the Blue Ridge here, so we're going to walk the trail here and maybe give you a few little scenic things about it. On this stuff, guys, tell me right here, how far does this trail go? About 3 miles. Well, I'm not going to go hardly that far. You guys residents here?
Used to be. I live in Norton now.
Okay, yeah. I'm a resident of Coburn.
Okay.
So I make YouTube videos. I've got subscribers and everything else to it. So I do the different. You'd be surprised how many views I get on stuff like this.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
If you're made for it. Some people's not made for the camera, you know.
Oh well, no, that's true. But it starts down at Bullet Park.
And
you can come this way. And if you come this way, you go all the way around, and it goes down by Carn, the old Carn station, and then back around, back where they call Frog Level Park.
Okay, I know where that is. Yeah.
And then it wraps back around by the river down there.
Well, see, I had kind of been that end of it, but this end, starting on this end, I've never been this far.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.
Yeah, man.
You all have a good one. It's good seeing you. So you can see right here, you know, the bridge, you're 8 foot 8 inches high right here, which that should be no problem because there's no motorized vehicles allowed on this path anyway. And so, you know, it shouldn't be an issue. But you can see the mallard ducks here. We've got one mallard duck right here. We try to get a little close on. He's probably used to people. I don't know. See if we can kind of get a little picture of him there. There's a mallard duck. The great otter video that I did on my other channel, folks, that's a real good one too. The great otter video I did. You'd really like that if you watched it. There's some of them flying. There's another one flying. But you'd really like that great otter video I got on my channel that has the bigger logo of what I have on this one. And the great protection of the great otter. You'd love that one. But anyway, we're going to move on here. We got the river right here. It runs through Big Stone, as you can see. And so let's see what we can get before dark here, okay? Let's see right here. It says right here, folks, that this is designated stock trout waters. There's no lure restrictions, and trout license required from October the 1st to June 15th with a minimum size of 7 inches and a daily limit of 6. Trout Heritage Waters is unlawful to fish. Let's see, it is unlawful to fish in this water on the Friday prior to the first Saturday of April. Fishing may resume at 9 a.m. on the first Saturday of April. So, you know, this is trout stocked waters, and it's pretty good for that kind of thing. So, yeah, we'll continue on. Rubber ducky, you're the one. You're that makes lifetime boats of fun. Let's see right here. Let's see how close we can get to the duckies here. That's some white duckies right there. Them's tamed. They might let us get a little bit close. One of them's got a black spot on his head. About as close as we're going to get to them right there, folks. We got other people out enjoying the day over here. You can see them walking down here. I talked to them momentarily there a moment ago. But just showing you some pretty scenic things. It's not going to be anything real fancy, you know. Back there's the bridge we came from. We've got some cyclists coming toward us just to show you, you know, this just isn't a trail just for pedestrians, but we got cyclists coming toward us right here. Boy, they're moving too. Uh-oh, here they come. How's it going this evening, kids?
Good.
Just kids out playing, but they allow cycles on this thing. Uh-oh, we got a squirrel right here, folks. I'm wondering if I can get a picture of him. Ah, there he is. Kind of come out on his own right there. See him jumping around. Yeah. Squirrel. He's parched up there now. There's two of them. Actually, there's two of them. But this is beautiful, folks. I mean, it always has been. This is my home. For years it has been. And it always will be, guys. Even though that me and a lot of the people here don't see eye to eye about many things. I think we were built for something more, folks, than what we have right now. I think God meant something more for my people here than what they accept. That's what I believe. There's the squirrel. See if we can get him good here. Oh, you see him, don't you? Yeah, right there he is. There he is. He goes up the tree there, see? Here's the other one. Right down here. Probably two mates, folks. Probably one male and one female for this time of year. Look here. Here he goes. Probably a male and a female together. You know, it is spring of the year. Or actually mating would have occurred a little earlier than this, but I think they stay together a little while after that too, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, well, we're moving on. As you can see, there's my squirrel buddy right there. He's, yeah. See? Mm-hmm. Lots of wildlife. Lots of wildlife. This one right here, he's let me get pretty close to him. See him there? Mm-hmm. Probably one male and one female. Mm-hmm. All right, let's move on. Now, we've got this right here. I don't know what it is, but it's here on the trail. It says, what is a straight pipe? A straight pipe empties household waste directly into the river. This includes gray water contaminated with household soaps and chemicals, as well as water contaminated human sewage. In the past, straight pipes were commonly in the Powell River. Today's organization and government work to replace straight pipes with healthier sanitation systems. However, changes have still not reached many communities in this area. Would you want your children to swim, fish, or play downstream from someone's waste? No, I agree fully with this, folks. I mean, I'm not a great big, huge environmentalist or anything like that. But I do agree with this, and I want to tell you why. You know, we don't want people getting hepatitis and things like that. And you actually can get that from that type of water. And so this type of program, I support it. Okay? Let's take a look over here. Look at that nice little pretty stream running out over there. I think actually, folks, this is kind of an old sign. I think they've just about cleaned up this river. If I'm not mistaken. I really believe they have. All right, let's move on. Thought I'd take a quick pic right here and let you see all the rock formations and so forth. You know, for many people, this is really something different for them, folks. May not be for some of you, but it is for many. And you can see you got a backpack hiker there. But we're about ready to get close to this bridge we got to cross here. It's a metal bridge. So stay tuned, we'll get a picture right here. Hey guys, how we doing? I make YouTube videos, and I'm making one on the trail here today. I was just going to ask you very briefly, are you catching anything?
Yeah, I got one pretty good sized brown trout in the back of the truck up there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What, have you got it on stringer?
No, I have it in a bucket of water up there. You want me to show
You wouldn't care to show it to us, would you? It'd be on YouTube. I have subscribers on YouTube too.
How many subscribers you got?
One of the channels that I got's got 65 on it, but I'm having a little bit of trouble getting into it, but it's going to reach them. I have confidence, it always does. You show me what you're catching. I just make YouTube videos on this stuff, and people think it's interesting, so I just, you know, I do it. After all, this is my place that I grew up at, guys. I'm a native of Coburn.
Are you?
Yeah, was born and raised in Coburn.
I was born in Dayton, Ohio. My daddy's from here. Big Stone, my mom too.
Yeah, I know Dayton, Ohio all together. You know USA Truck, it runs out up there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I worked for USA Truck for a long
I
time.
was born on Travis Air Force Base.
Okay, I know where that is.
Right field and left field.
Yeah.
The museum's there now.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
where 3 of my brothers and me were born, 4 of us.
Okay.
But we moved back here when I was like 5.
Yeah, everybody loves it here, don't they?
Oh yeah.
I went to Florida and I've came back.
Florida's all right for a little while.
It's all right for a little while, but it gets old, doesn't it? I'm going to see his trout. Yeah, you do.
Man,
I'm going to see his trout.
We killed a lot of deer this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, the deer's been on the increase. Let's see what this young man's catching. Look at this, folks. That's a good one right there. That's a real good one. Speckled trout, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Good trout.
Yeah, that's a good trout.
He's caught them bigger than that.
Hey, this right here will make this video. It will. It really will. People are interested in things like that.
Yeah. I keep him in the woods or fishing.
Now, the Guest River runs there where that I'm from. What is this river called again? The Powell River, is it? The Powell River, that's what I thought it was.
Yeah,
I'm standing down here with a friend of mine.
It merges out that way with...
I had sort of forgot what they called this river, but I was 90% sure it was the Powell River. Either the Powell River or the Big Stone River or what have you.
Part of the branch off the
Okay. But that's interesting. I like that fish too. Yeah, man. I hope you guys have good luck at this.
What's your channel called? I'll give you a
There's 3 different ones. It's called Jerry McFadden, and that's with an I-N, Jerry McFaddin, and actually I do a lot of Bible studies too. I do a whole lot of Bible studies.
Jerry, how do you spell the last
McFaddin. And I do a lot of Bible studies and so forth on there too. I'm very passionate about Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, I am too.
And so,
I get back in church, but I've been saved, yeah.
Yeah. Well, folks, I mean, I think that I don't have to tell you, it really feels like end times, doesn't it?
It sure does.
It does. In many ways, this whole
back into church the way things are going around.
This whole COVID thing and everything else, yes, we need
Biden's
to.
Against us, so Christianity.
Huh?
Biden's against us.
They're all against us, if you ask me. I don't like any of them much.
Well, I think Trump wasn't as bad.
Yeah, I agree with you on that as far as that's concerned.
He helped the Christians more than any.
I am more of a Republican than I am anything, and I'm more of a conservative than I am anything. I'm not a Democrat of any kind. Well, I just don't like the way they do things.
I worked for Westmoreland Coal Company for 20 years.
So did my dad. You remember a Daniel McFadden there?
What mines, you know?
He took samples at the big coal tipples there.
Oh,
he was the sample man.
Probably at Bull.
It was right here.
Houghton up in Keokee Hollow.
Okay. Well, now Dad worked for Westmoreland Coal Company for 20-some years. He was one of the last people that was left there. Him and Bill Strang was the last 5.
I know Bill.
They was the last. Him and 3 others was the last 5.
Being an inspector.
Yeah, you're right. But they were the last 4 or 5 men left on the property. Dad was one of them. And then Dad went to work at Spectrum Laboratory, you see, in Coburn.
I got covered up. A rock fell on me and broke my back. I had 3 back surgeries.
Oh, yeah. I tell you,
Ruptured
man.
4 discs in my back, broke my arm and shoulder, and messed my knee up and messed my left foot.
Well, people will hear your story here on YouTube.
Huh?
They'll hear your story. They will. Hey, folks, listen. Common everyday people is what makes these videos.
Yeah.
We don't need to hear from celebrities. We need to hear from common people. Now, this bridge right here, where does it go to?
There's an abandoned house up there.
There used to be a house people lived in back in the 70s.
Uh-huh.
You can't see it for this tree, but you move a little bit, you can see it. It's up on the bank.
Yeah, I thought at first that this road...
The town remodeled it for a while, but about 20 years it's went run down and they ain't touched it.
Yeah, well, I thought for a minute the path went this way, but this path goes on out this way.
It goes all the way around. It goes for how many miles?
2.8 miles.
Yeah.
It goes for 2.8 miles all the way around down where we just come from fishing down near the campgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
Comes all the way up through town, ran here.
Yeah, okay. Well, tell me something. Is this worth going over here and taking any YouTube stuff of, or?
Just that house up there, as far as I know.
How far is it up there?
Oh, it's just right there. You can see it.
Well, we'll go up there and we'll take a look at it then.
You can about see it.
It's not one of those haunted houses, is it?
Might be.
I don't even know if you can get in it, but it's run down real bad.
We may take a walk up there. But thank you for the look of the speckled trout, man. That's nice. That was very nice to see that. And thank you for your story there too. I like people from Ohio. I actually had some friends from Columbus,
Really?
Ohio. Yeah. Yeah, they actually moved down here to St. Paul. They sure did. But enjoy your fishing, guys.
I went back to Dayton there with my kids when I was younger and went to a ball game in Cincinnati. And
Yeah?
went to the museum there on right field, left field.
Yeah. I got you. All righty, we'll let you.
See where I was born, you know.
Yeah, yeah. We'll leave you guys alone and let you fish.
Okay.
But it was interesting talking to you,
Nice to
pal.
meet you.
Yeah, man. Okay, folks, that was a good little conversation we had right there. We're going to cross this bridge that goes across the Powell River here. I couldn't remember what the name of the river was exactly. See, I was born and raised about 20 miles from here. So I really never fished this river much. I always fished the Guest River in Coburn. But there's the fisherman I was talking to. And you can see we're overlooking the river from right here. And they're in a nice little pool of water here. But there's fish here. He just showed you. Look down here. Yeah. But we're going to go up here. I'm going to end this. I'm going to pause it here for a minute. We're going to look at the old block house up here they was telling me about. Okay, folks, we're on the old trip. See, I thought at first this trail went up this way, but it doesn't. Over there's the trail across the river. This goes up specifically to an old block house that's up here that they said has been here for many years. So I thought maybe you guys would want to see this, so I came up here. Yep. So let's take a look at it. Oh, you can see it's not really been maintained too good because you got trees and stuff that's fell on it. Windows are busted out. It's hard telling how old this is, folks. It's just an old block house. I'm not going to go in it. It would be dangerous to do that because the roof is even fallen in. But you can see the remnants of an old block house here. You know. Screens in the windows. So it's probably not maintained or anything like that. It's just here. You know, it was probably used at one point in time. But it's just here now. Look at this, guys. I don't know who did this. There's no door right here. Welcome to hell, people. I don't know. Oh boy. Let's see here. Think there might be anything in here? I don't know. If I can even open it. What it is, folks, this was an old dairy. Built back into the ground back in the day is what it is. It's an old dairy. But yeah, it sure is. It's an old dairy. People would hang meat up in there and salt it and cure it, you know, and they'd keep their milk in there and it'd stay cooler than against the ground. Sure would. Here's one last look at the inside of this place, folks. As you can see, it's not been maintained any whatsoever. It's probably pretty doggone old. And as you can see over there, the floor is even falling in. So I dare not go into this, especially as big a guy as I am. I'd fall right through the floor and be in trouble, folks. And it actually looks like, by looking at it down in there, I don't know if you can see it or not, there's a basement in there too. So you would actually be falling into a basement. You wouldn't be just falling a foot or two and hitting ground. You'd be falling into a basement, probably 8 or 9 feet high. So you ain't going to see me go in here. I don't know what they did with this, but it's like I said, you know, it's an old place. I thought maybe you'd want to see it. But now this was the dairy to it at one point in time. People don't have these no more. Here's some old pottery of some kind, an old pot. It's nothing much to see there. But this was a good thing to tell about right here. I don't know who painted that on it. You know, it's not always been there. It's been some hooligan that's done that. But that's what it was. It was an old dairy back in the day. The people would keep salting meat, and they'd cure out meat and stuff, and they'd kill pigs and put it in there. This is a little one. They usually make them a lot bigger than this. My grandma and grandpa had one 5 times the size of this one. But people would put them in the side of the ground because it would keep them cool even during the summertime, you know. Well, let's move along. Tell me who you guys, y'all residents of Big Stone?
Yeah.
Okay. You all come down to the trail quite often?
Daily.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What all is there to see right here that would be good of putting on film. I know that I filmed the old house up here that had the old dairy in the back of it. What else would be pretty good to put on film?
I honestly don't know. We just walk the Greenbelt all the time. I know when you get down to over near the RV, you got some faces carved into the trees.
You kidding me? How far is that?
1 mile. It's probably half the Greenbelt.
Okay, what I may do is I may make a part 2 to this because I don't think I got enough daylight today. But I'll make a part 2 to it.
Yeah,
if people be patient with
it. It's about 3 miles around, and it's about half of it.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you for your time. You have pretty girls, listen. Mine are 17 and 20 years old, and you know what? They'll be grown before you know it.
We got 16 and 13 up there, and then 9 and 7 down here.
They're grown and gone, and it's over
10.
with. Yeah, I mean, it takes nothing, and they're gone. So anyway, I'm going to continue on with this thing. Right here is a real pretty scene. Somebody's built a nice home over there, folks. And they built it right in front of these nice little rip currents right here in the Powell River. I just thought you folks would want to see this, and you can see, you know, it's turkey season here too in the spring. And so, folks, it's just I'm glad to be alive right now. Help me with one thing, guys. I've got two other YouTube channels. I can't get on them. I've tried. I maybe will get on to them later. But you guys subscribe for me right here and help get this started. If I can't get the first few subscribers, people think your channel's nothing. I had 65 loyal subscribers to my other channel. And it's Jerry McFadden, JerryMcFaddin. And if you don't put that IN at the end of it, you will not get any of my 3 channels because EN is not my last name, it's IN. McFaddin, first name Jerry, Jerry. I will make a part 2 to this and put this on my new channel. Okay, folks, I'm at a little soccer field here, and I'm going to end this video in just a few minutes. It's already 20-some minutes long. And what I will do is, I was supposed to leave tomorrow to go to a job. But it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to leave tomorrow even, but I will leave shortly. So what I will do for you folks, I will make a part 2 of this, and I told you I'd also make a part 2 of the cemetery over here too, which I will do that, but I got to get some subscribers going here, guys. The part 2, what we'll do is, we'll go down here and see those faces in the trees, like that woman was talking about. And maybe we'll even go downtown and see a few historic buildings that's here. But get me a few subscribers up if you see this, guys. Because I need them. I mean, what happens is when somebody turns to your channel like this and they see no subscribers, you're not going to get any because people think the channel's no good. In reality, it's new. One of my channels here has 65 subscribers to it. I can't get into that for different reasons that I'm not getting into here. I have 65 loyal subscribers to that other channel. I'm going to try to get them over to this one. I've got 3 channels. JerryMcFaddin. Then I've got another channel called Enemy of the State Jerry. Believe it or not, that's what it's called because there's a lot of things that I put on YouTube they don't like. And then I've got another one, God, Guns, and Trucks, that has a cross for the icon logo. All of them good channels. All of them's got plenty of videos on it. I've never made a dime off YouTube, and I never will. I do all this for you guys. So get me some people watching, folks. And get me some subscribers, and I will bust my butt to show you guys some good stuff. Because you're what's important to me, not the money. The money never was important, guys. I'm never going to get up enough subscribers where I have any money at all coming in. Not that I don't have good videos, it's they just don't show them. It's all selective. It's not a flyer platform, okay? But I'll end this. We'll go to a part 2 on it. And God bless all of you this afternoon. I'm going to end it here with showing a final pic of the sign that we seen coming in. This guy's going to tell you about George Soros, guys. Well, at least tell us what you know about him without saying that.
No.
You don't want to do that?
Can't do it.
So, but you know a George Soros, though, right?
Yes, I do.
Well, maybe we ought not do that because of the video anyway, you know. They could end up blocking it or something. But you like watching videos, though, correct?
Yeah.
I run up on this guy, incidentally, guys. Nobody likes being filmed, though. So we'll end up, hey, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. But do you come down here often, or are you a resident of Big Stone? Okay. Well, we got you at least saying that, you know, that you like coming down here and looking around and everything. You looked at the old house up on the hill here? Mm-hmm. Okay. I did too, and I got the old dairy and everything like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, I appreciate your time right there. Let me get y'all film here. Folks, it's getting, you know, late right here. I actually talked to that guy for several minutes, but he didn't want to be recorded. He had some very interesting points of view about some things that actually a lot of people didn't, but he just didn't want to say it on camera. And I respect that, you know. I respect it. And so we're going to get down here to the sign, talk a few minutes, and we will end this. And God bless you. I'm going to try to do a part 2 to this, okay? And subscribe, guys. Subscribe to my channel, please. On the way back here briefly, guys, I thought I would film the Warren Kelly Memorial Girls Center. This is also on this. Don't really know what that is. You guys might. It says in honor of Dr. Dolores Fuller, organizer for a leader. Well, we'll go up here and look at it just a second, but don't want to take too long on it. The first leader, Dr. Foster Fuller, builder. Well, Mr. Randolph Hutchinson, builder. Bland High School students, the builders, okay? So that's what that is. And just thought I'd briefly show you that real quick. Alright, folks, going to show you the brief sunset right here. We are witnessing the sunset here in Powell Valley, Big Stone Gap, Virginia. And over here on the Powell Valley Bank sign, it says it's around 60, 61 degrees at sunset here. Probably getting to the 40s again tonight. We've been experiencing dogwood winter, but I'll end this in a second. That guy back there, guys, was very interested. He knew a lot of things that I was actually kind of impressed on, but he just wouldn't let me record him. He was pretty knowledgeable about some stuff too, but he didn't want to on record with it. I guess that's the one thing that kind of gets me in trouble, guys. I let it fly, don't I? But anyway, 1 second here. Okay, folks, so this is the last clip of this video. This is the Greenbelt Trail of the Big Stone Gap, Virginia. It goes all the way around this thing. And I'm not going to make an absolute promise there'll be a part 2 to this. I think they will. Actually, if I have enough time, I may do a part 2 to the cemetery over here like I promised you to. But the thing is, guys, with that cemetery, I've got to have another device to do that with. That's the kicker. That's why I've not done it yet, and that has not panned out. So this can pan out. I don't need a second device for this. So stay tuned and help me get some subscribers up here, guys. It's not that I want any money out of this or anything. I do all this for you guys. But what I do need is, I do need a few subscribers to start it out, because human nature tells people if they go to a YouTube channel and it has no subscribers, they assume it's no good and they move on. So it's kind of like throwing a rock in the old water. Somebody's got to pitch that first rock. So please do that for me, even if it's just temporary. But I promise you I'll bust my butt for you guys and show you some good things. We may do some other stuff here in Big Stone, depending on how much time I've got, guys. I've not seen a job in nearly a year here. And I'm supposed to start a job, but they've been delaying me a little bit. We will see what happens. But in the meantime, I will bust my butt for you guys, and I will get some of these videos done for you. If you believe in me, and you are some of my previous subscribers, like the other Jerry McFadden channels, I've got 2 others, Jerry McFaddin, not an E-N, an I-N. Or the Enemy to the State Jerry, or God, Guns, and Trucks with the black cross. Well, black background with a white cross on it. I run that God, Guns, and Trucks too. And so you can go to those channels. One of them has 65 subscribers. I got loyal subscribers on that channel, folks, and I'm trying to get them to come on over here. Because for certain reasons I can't get on there right now. I just can't get on there. It's not strikes. I just can't get signed in. And so I'm going to end this video. Hopefully there's a part 2. God bless every one of you for this afternoon. Ending it in the town of Big Stone Gap, Virginia, here on the Greenbelt Trail, part 1.